The alternative dispute resolution. The Gambia has been selected as the recipient of the 2026 Peacemaker Award by the Center for Africa Peace and Conflict Resolution in Sacramento, California. The award recognized the ADRS outstanding service in providing mediation and conflict resolution service in the Gambia, with a particular commendation for its exemplary work with market women and other vulnerable population. For more on that, we are joined live on the line by the Executive Secretary, Madam Kumba. Good afternoon, Madam, and welcome to the Gambia Today program.
Good afternoon, sir, and your team at the Gambia Today, at the GRTS. Thank you for inviting us.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so
grateful.
Quite a remarkable achievement there. Talk to us more about this award.
It is indeed a very remarkable achievement, and it is an award not only for the ADRS, for the Gambia as a whole, and especially those working in the areas of peacemaking and helping people access justice. The ADRS was selected, as you know, among many institutions who competed for this very prestigious award. And in the past years, big names like Archbishop Desmond Tutu of South Africa, Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana, the President of Liberia, and many more people working in the area of peace building have won this prestigious award. And we were very pleased to hear that this year it will be ADRS Gambia that will be the recipient of this very prestigious award.
Quite significant, the recognition that went global. I'm quite sure that this really impresses you and the staff. How is the feeling like at the office level, having received this award?
We are all overjoyed. We are very happy. I mean, I must pause there to salute my colleagues. I have a very brave team behind me, and very hardworking, very dedicated to helping people resolve their disputes. As you know, the Alternative Dispute Resolution Secretariat is an institution under the Ministry of Justice tasked with helping people resolve their disputes amicably, as well as also settling arbitration issues between parties. Now, we are headquartered here in Joswan, but we also do have two other offices, one in Farafenni in North Bank region and Basse in URR. Now, the National Development Plan dictates that we should be present in every region to be able to serve everyone. And recently we've acquired offices in Soma, in Janjanbureh, and Brikama, West Coast.
That is important. One will question, why are we talking about this award? And that has to do with the work that you do. Could you remind our listeners and those that are watching on Facebook, what are the cases ADRS entertain?
ADRS took big strides towards achieving institutional and operational excellence in the just concluded year 2025. And we deal with all sorts of cases, many cases, especially which caught the attention of this the selection committee, especially working with those vulnerable, those people who have difficulty accessing justice, those people who are suffering in silence with their disputes. As we all know, accessing the courts and or the services of a lawyer can be quite daunting or, to say the least, expensive. And litigation is time consuming. It is difficult. It's not everyone that can access it, and even if you can, it can be very frustrating. So the ADRS is here to help people easily access justice, that is, access our services. You can walk into our offices, register a dispute, we will call the other party and help you resolve it with shorter timelines. As we know, a court case might take years, whereas a dispute here can be resolved at the ADRS in just one sitting. We do cases. We do family cases. We have a CADI. We do the bulk of our work is land disputes, recovery. In recent times, we've had loan restructuring and livelihood protection of women dealing with petty trading, employment and dispute and compensation settlement, recovery. We do family reconciliation and restoration of trust in property management, land ownership, commercial lease dispute and debt recovery. A lot. A lot of cases. Medical negligence.
Yes. That is a big thing. A lot of work. In fact, it sounds so tedious. But then, if I may understand you, all these you deal strictly with civil matters or civil cases.
Yes, our mandate is strictly for civil matters. We do not deal with criminal cases, and people have to agree to come and sit down for mediation so that we can help them settle their disputes amicably.
Now, before we go to how challenges is to bring people together and settle or mediate between people as far as dispute resolution is concerned, but talk to us about how people of recent we've seen a very big, a massive transformation and publicity here and there. ADRS, whenever you walk around, you see your billboards. How are the people embracing, or do people really understanding the work of ADRS?
Yes. In the past years, I think the main issue that the ADRS had was visibility, people knowing that this service is here and it exists and it is for the people. Now, as I said, in the past year, we took very big strides and in achieving institutional and operational excellence. We went all out, sensitizing people about the work of the ADRS. I must tell you that since its inception, the ADRS registered 1,846 cases and have since resolved 1,551 cases. That is very remarkable.
Okay. Now, among the cases that you have successfully resolved, talk to us. Which one? What type of case, stood out to be the most challenging, to reach a consensus?
I think mainly land disputes. Land disputes are quite difficult, but we have been very successful in recent times. And what we have now done also, because as we know, there are a lot of land issues here in the Gambia at the moment. So what we have also started doing is going to train the alcalos and the Council of Elders, so that they will be able to resolve disputes at their level. We have also a register of community mediators who, at their level, will be able to settle disputes locally. And when they cannot, in the event they cannot, then they will escalate it to our level, and we will come in and help.
Now, you've been dealing directly with the communities. You made mention of a case, or like cases that are difficult to handle, like land cases. Has there been any time that the ADRS has failed, in mediating or resolving or settling a matter over the years?
Yes, there are some cases where we have real difficulty reaching an agreement, helping the parties reach an agreement, and in that case, we will tell them that our doors are still open. They can always come, because at the end of the day, mediation is between two parties, and they are the ones that decide the outcome. They decide the result. They decide what happens. It's the difference between there's a major difference between mediation and litigation. With litigation, there is a judge or a panel of judges that sit and decide the outcome of the case. Whereby here, what we do is we bring them together, and then they facilitate for them to be able to reach an amicable solution. And the importance of this is it restores relations. Because as you know, if, for example, a family goes to court regarding a certain matter, inheritance or this, one issue or the other, they might end up having big rifts in the family. Whereas when they come to the ADRS, at the end of the day, because they decide the outcome, they sit and negotiate. It's always a win-win situation. They end up hugging, crying, and restoring their relations, and just being what they were before they came for this mediation.
We part of capacity, we talked about access. You made mention few regions that ADRS is and can be accessible. But then, the technical know-how here also is significant. Could you tell us that the staffs have the technical know-how to be handling cases like this?
You will be pleased to know that ADR boasts a force of fully certified mediators. Everyone, every single person at the ADRS, single member of staff is a certified mediator. We have mediators in Basse and investigators and complaints records officers. We have same in Farafenye and here also at the head office. We once upon a time it was very difficult because we were understaffed. We needed capacity building, but we thank God this year we really boast a staff of fully certified mediators, and we have seen a big difference. It's restored confidence. It has really made them more dynamic and very much more appreciative of their work.
Now, finally, before I leave you, recently or early this year, you went around the country with the media academy, of course, sensitizing the people on the work of ADRS. Tell us how has the feedback been since your team went all out to the farthest place of the country?
Yes, as I told you earlier on, we realized that the main issue of ADRS is visibility. Like, many people do not know that such a service exists, because we've dealt with so many cases where people say, oh my God, we did not know that such an important service, we've been suffering in silence. So what we did was we went all out. We went first, we wrote to the Inspector General of Police and then asked for authorization to sensitize the police. Because as you know, the police are tasked with dealing with criminal matters. So with that collaboration, the police are able to refer
cases to you,
civil cases to us. Mm-hmm. We also went we partnered with MAJAC, the School of
Media Academy for Journalism and Communication,
and went out sensitizing people and also children at schools, because they can take the word home to their parents that such a service exists here. And also, most importantly, and this is feedback we got from people, and even people outside the Gambia, say, to commend us for that work, reaching out to children, showing them that a dispute can be settled amicably, and encouraging them to move in that regard. Because, I mean, I can tell you for free that mediation is the way forward. Okay. Litigation is expensive, it's time-consuming. The courts are overburdened with cases. There is a serious backlog of cases, and we think mediation is the way forward.
Now, finally, if you have the opportunity to address the listeners, what would be your message to them?
I would just like to tell them that we are here for them. We are here for the people. Our offices are open. Please do not suffer in silence. Please come to us and we will help with your disputes. We are here at the headquarters in Joswan, in Farafenye, and Basse, and we will soon be opening offices in Janjanbureh, in Soma, and in Brikama, West Coast.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
It's my pleasure.